get on here and explain. We're looking at canceling services again this weekend, this Sunday morning, this Sunday evening. We'll be doing a live stream at 10:30 a.m. Simultaneously with our broadcast on WCNW. Hopefully, it'll be posting to our YouTube channel and to our Facebook page and also to our web page simultaneously. So those of you that miss out on the radio broadcast, miss out on hearing the whole sermon, tune into one of the other platforms that we'll be on, and you'll get to hear the whole thing. But again, I think it's important to reiterate the reason we're doing this. We're not buying into the fear. We're not buying into, we don't have faith. We're doing this for one purpose, and that is to keep people safe. Not that the Lord won't protect us, but like I said before, we're trying to save a lost generation. We're trying to reach out and show them the love of Jesus Christ. And the best way we can do that is show our concern in these times, not to be irresponsible to go out, because as many of you may know, there are limited resources out there to take care of the sick. So we're trying to flatten the curve. You've heard about flattening the curve, trying to keep people from getting sick sooner so that we'll have the capability, the resources to take care of them and protect them and hopefully get them better very, very soon. So with that in mind, we'll be canceling the services this weekend. That said, I'd like to get on here and we'd like to pour the word into you over the next few days, maybe the next few weeks. We don't know how long it's going to be. But again, those of you that listened to the service last week on WCNW, I believe my daughter's posted that sermon on the web page as well. We talked about the 23rd Psalm, "The Lord is my shepherd." And I took a book, Philip Keller, A Shepherd's Look at the 23rd Psalm, and it's one of my favorite books to read. It's very insightful, but it said, "The Lord is my shepherd." A lot of times you can tell how good a sheep is by its shepherd. If a shepherd is a good shepherd, his flock will be healthy, his flock will produce, his flock will have everything that they need. If he's a poor shepherd, then the flock will be malnourished, they'll be ill, they'll be sick. So what we're looking to is, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And as we get through that, as we go on down through there, it says, "He maketh me to lie down in green pastures." And sometimes, we just need to think about it. He makes us to lie down. We can only lie down as sheep if we have no fear. We can only lie down as sheep when we are full, when we're contented, when we're satisfied. We can only lie down as sheep when there's no friction in the herd, there's no issues with the budding order. And how does that happen? That happens when we realize that our master is right there, when we realize that our shepherd is right there. When we look around, we know he's right there for anything that we may have need of. The other thing, it says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So what is that rod and the staff? A lot of people know about the valley of the shadow of death, but that's two separate things. One is the rod. The rod was a club. The rod was a tool, an instrument that the shepherd used as an instrument of protection and correction. It was made from a sapling. It was, hewed out of a sapling, and the end closest to the root was fashioned into a maul or a club that he could use to correct the sheep if necessary, use to turn the sheep around, but he could also use it to fend off predators, fend off wolves, coyotes, bears. It was almost like an extension of his arms. Many times, how a shepherd wielded his rod showed his great strength. So he's got a rod that protects us and corrects us, that comforts us. He also has a staff. A staff is only used by shepherds, and a staff is used to provide intimacy, to provide encouragement for the flock. That hook on it, he's able to pick up baby lambs and place them back near their mother without putting his scent on it. That hook is also able to gently go around a sheep's neck and bring it back to the fold and put it back where it's supposed to be. It provides intimacy. So we need to understand in this time, I know a lot of people want to be in the church, but the building is not the church. As he's making us to lie down in these green pastures, as he's making us to lie down, and we can't do our normal things, we can't go about doing the things that we think that we are supposed to be doing. I'm here to tell you, as we lie down, as we take a moment and we reflect, we can spend time with God. We can build that relationship, because it's not about a religion. It's not about going to the church house. It's about being the church. And I said it to somebody a few days ago, and I've heard it echoed many times since. I believe as people start building this relationship, and this Sunday we'll be preaching a little bit about that. You know, when 911 happened, the first few weekends after that, every parking lot was full of every church on Sundays. And then over time, it got back to business as usual. Well, now that this is happening, people can't go running to the church. They can't go running there for comfort. Who can they turn to? They can turn to the Good Shepherd. And hopefully through this, as he's making us lie down in these green pastures, he's going to restore our soul. He's going to restore the soul of our nation. So our great prayer today is that God bless each and every one of us, that he watches over us, that he keeps us, that he protects us, but most of all, that he brings America back, that he brings us back to the place, you know, where we're free from all this fear, free from all this doubt, and that we can once again be comforted by the Good Shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Hopefully we'll see you all Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Have a blessed night. Online, yeah, my daughter's helping me here. Hopefully see you 10:30 Sunday morning online. No service, but we'll be online. FCCHamilton.com. We'll be on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and also live on WCNW 1560 on your radio dial AM. So hope to see you then. Hope to hear from you then. But please be safe. And again, the Lord is my shepherd. Stay out there and just lie down in those green pastures. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great evening.